What's up, everybody? This Rod signing on. I want to talk about the cabinet door, pantry. It seems to be working just wonderful. I installed it the other day. I posted a video about it. I'm out here having a cup of coffee this morning, so it's performing perfectly. It's going to be perfect. It's the right size, it's adequate. It's clearing the floor because I'm going to raise the floor up just a little bit with an extra, some extra carpet probably. I'm going to have this carpet. Well, I'm going to clean it myself and cover it with another layer just to keep it for now. But anyway, the seats, see that space right there? I guess a fire extinguisher will go right there. But, you know, the thing about a fire extinguisher, I want it to be visible. It's kind of hidden, but, well, I don't know. I don't want it to be hidden. So, I guess we'll get to that when we get to it. But here's the cabinet pantry. You see I got regular hinges on it. You can see it from this way, how it's bolted to the door. It's solid as a rock. You can sit on this thing. And the hinges, I just got regular door hinges, and matter of fact, I need to screw some more holes in there. I just got 2 and 2 on it. And it's I don't know if you can see the latch I have in there. This is a recycled latch. I took it off of a little cabinet that was already in here, so they ought to be in any van at any salvage yard. And it's actually my little coffee station right now because that's the only thing I do with it is drink coffee. And you can see the hole. I don't know, I don't have enough light, but it's a hole there. You know, I had to get in, make this hole to get behind it to bolt it in, and there's some of the insulation. I had to make 2 holes. I'm gonna cover those holes up with a thin piece of plywood. Just may put 2 screws in them. But this thing latches tight. I didn't want to, kind of glad I got those little latches. I didn't want some obtrusive on there. And it just snaps closed, and it's not going to open going down the road. It's a good tight. You have to yank on it to get it to open, and it just, listen to that snap. Boom. And I got this handle here. This recycle handle as well. And I'm gonna have to shorten this here to make it work. I had to go up a little higher than I anticipated. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take it off and maybe fold it and stitch it maybe an inch shorter. It might look a little weird, but I'll try to make it pretty. It really won't affect the way it operates, I don't think. I can't wait to get these seats done and stained. I can go ahead and stain them now, but I'm going to have to move them in and out a few more times to get to this wall here so I can insulate it. I'm anticipating just a few more times, so I don't want to, when I stain and seal them, I want them to be in here and not be moved around in and out, and you know, nicks and bumps and things of that nature. I'm thinking about go ahead and trying to get one of these pedestal holes so I can go ahead, I can put that in. Just trying to use my time wisely. As you can see, the back doors, I got handles on them now. Recycled handles. I went ahead and, because handles weren't on this van, the Explorer didn't put this van together to use that back door, so they didn't put handles on them. But what I did was, it was a large opening when I insulated them. I went ahead and went in there and put a piece of 3/4 inch plywood behind it, some scrap wood, and I drilled it from the inside out into the panel on the east side. Therefore, when I put the panel on, I had something to screw those handles into, and it was working just fine. Those handles are solid as a rock. Maybe I should have put them a little lower. I don't know, because when I grab them, it's kind of like I catch this here. I should have went about an inch lower so it would be no. But anyway, they're on now. I'm not going to change it. The way I lined it and centered it was from these. So that's why I went so close to them. And they don't affect the operation. Actually, it helps them. These things are so stiff. But anyway, I have to have some ties to tie those open. But I think it looks aesthetically pleasing. I don't know. I guess I should have came an inch lower. Just an inch. I could have. I got plenty of room here. The cushion. So I put that board there. Okay, the cushion is gonna jack it up to here. So, I don't know. It'll all work out. I see this. This is gonna be easy to insulate. I was examining it this morning. It's a screw behind each one of these buttons. Just pop the button off, you unscrew it, and the panels are so easy to come off. I'm going to have to remove this. Just put a coat of, not going to stain it, just going to put a coat of urethane on it since I'll have it down and go back. And now this one here, it's been exposed big time to weather. I'm going to definitely have to sand and refinish those. And it's got headphone jacks and cup holders there. Of course, the seats were facing forward. Those will probably never be used. I mean, they might, but we'll see. And I'm just focusing on the right side now. I'm not going to focus on the left side until I get the right side. I mean, almost completely completed. And I have a vacuum here and a little slot. I don't know what went in there originally, but I put a vacuum in there. It fits perfect in it. It works, and I use that vacuum too. So that's just a little small talk about plans for the future of this. And of course, I want a fridge here. I want a fridge here. I'm gonna take that cooler out. I was gonna put a little small one there, but fridge capacity is something that's I really want one because I got an idea of how I want to do it, and I'm going to get one. I don't have one now. I've been looking at a few. I find salvage ones from time to time. This probably won't be a salvage one, but we'll see. Frigidaire makes a nice one with a has its own freezer and own fridge compartment. It's just like the one in your house, but it's tiny. It's 3.1. It's the Frigidaire. I forget the model number. They have them at Lowe's. They're a little pricey, but it's perfect. I hadn't looked at the wattage on them. That's important, about how much draw it pulls. I've been doing some research on that, and this guy named Eco Solar. He's all about solar energy. He has a channel too. He did a bunch of research on the lowest wattage mini fridge out there for his solar camper, and he put me in the right area of wattage and watts and the amps and all those things. So what'll be decent to run from a solar system, from a solar aspect. But that's another talk there. Let me see. Of course, this is the cockpit. This carpet needs clean. It's gonna get clean though. I think I'm gonna go ahead and work on that door today. Go ahead and take it apart. Get some reflectors and insulation inside of it. That might be what I do today. I want to do something today, and that's probably what I'm going to work on today. I had a few more things to say. I can't think of them right now, but you see how these are all just screwed in, and that's going to be easier. I pulled this down once before, and there's some splotchy insulation behind it. So I'm putting it in the ceiling. I don't see any. It doesn't feel like it's insulation, and it feels like maybe some kind of a. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to pull that down and see what's behind it. I won't be able to go with R30 up there. Definitely Reflectix, but R30 is so thick, it won't work. Have to go with something a lot thinner. That's not a problem. My concern is this part here. I can pull that off to see what's behind it, and I got this radio. It works. Not sure if I'm gonna keep it or not. It's a tape deck. I haven't seen a tape in years. I don't own a tape. I don't know where to even get a tape, but I might just remove this and use it for storage. Put some kind of maybe a net up there, or I don't know, a little wooden ledge so things won't fly out of it. I don't know what I'll even keep up there. I have so much storage down here. So then, but I want some insulation behind it. I don't know. We'll have to just put it and see. And this one here has AC vents, and that's like something I'll get to later because the AC is operational. So I don't want to, I can't rip that out. Now, if the AC was not operational, I'd just rip it all out, but it's not. So I'm at a dilemma. I have speakers for these, but these speakers function, but they're old-timey. And I got some new ones that were given to me. So those be going there, I guess. I guess that's what we're working with right now. But it'll come together. I'm trying to keep it simple, but practical and comfortable. That's my main goal. I have room as far as the layout's concerned. I got arm room. I can stretch out. Once the table's in, this could be one bed. This could be a separate bed. Or I'll have a ledge here. The table with an additional piece of wood that I'll have stored somewhere will be able to be inserted on this ledge, and it'll make a full bed. That was the whole idea from the jump. That way, someone can sit here or sleep here. It actually could sleep 4 normal, average size adults, I would imagine. 4, maybe 3 comfortably. 4 would be pushing it, but 3 comfortably. Then, even this slot here is wide enough for someone to lay on the floor under, that, because this pedestal thing's it's going to be recessed. I don't want it sticking up. So there will be an additional sleep space right under there. They might need a sleeping bag or something, but all depends on the weather. But that's 4 people sleeping right there comfortably. If you want to push it, 5, they'll be pushing it. But 4 definitely, with no problem. Be honest with you, you got enough space right here for someone to lay. You can really pack them in. But I don't know if that'll ever be the case, but you never know. And anyway, that's just some chat about the van. A little small talk. Like I said, I got a little minor engine repair. EGR valve and temperature control sensor. Those, I pinpointed those. Those are the issues with the engine. Everything else is perfect, other than an alignment. And that ought to be it. And the TV. It's mounted here, of course. The old factory one has been discarded. And there's a little storage up there. Reading that won't close because I got this bolt over maybe 3/16 of an inch too far, and it's hitting that thing. So I'm going to fix that because I want that to close. But I was thinking about, as I sit here, I would like that TV a little closer. I don't know. I'm already blind from staring at computers and phones all the time. But I was thinking about having a removable mount here. Maybe a 2x4, stain it to make it look pretty. Ensure to there. Put one of those type brackets. Oh, they make the swivel ones for those little small TVs, so and just attach it to that and it'll be able to, I don't know, I even thought about maybe getting a 2x4, 2 drill holes, maybe some wing nuts, something that's easily removable when you don't want it there, and cutting that 2x4 off, I don't know, say right here, cutting it off, drilling a hole down the center of it on this end and on the other end, having about another 5-inch piece, maybe 6-inch piece, drilling a hole halfway in that, I don't know, 4 inches, 5 inches, something like that. I'm just throwing it out there. Having like a piece of steel or a piece of metal tubing and put the two together, mounting that one of those brackets, that way the TV, when it's on there, it'll be able to swivel, you know, whatever direction you want it to. And I'll have all the cords ran down there out the way. That way, even if it's attached to this cabinet door, if you wanted to sit outside the van, you could open the door and swing it out, and the TV will swing out with it. Of course, they don't have cords. I don't know, just an idea. The cords would be in the way. I don't know if you could run them out the way, but you'll be able to have the TV actually outside of the van attached to this cabinet pantry, and you can sit out there and watch it. You know, maybe if you don't want to sit inside on a pretty day and you still want to catch the news over a cup of tea or coffee and breakfast at a say park or something. Well, that's a little small talk about the van today. This bucket, of course, using it is an issue. I might get a 2-gallon instead of a 5. That way I'll be able to store it under here when I don't want to see it, because right now it's in the way. All right, everybody out there, YouTube, take care. This is Rod, signing off.